found respect. Let's see you guys play it for the first time. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Very impressive. Hey, man, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I've been following you for so long. It's crazy I'm here. I can't believe that. Can I get a video of you saying I'm the best Fortnite player? Okay. Get to the best Fortnite players. Yeah. Alright, guys, here's Alex. He got the message. Very important message. You can be the best Fortnite player, okay? Thank you, man. Thank you. No worries. Thank you so much.
What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Damn. Allier is a fucking superstar, dude. He handled that so well. I'd be so awkward. That's why I'm not there. That's why people don't want my autograph. I'd be like, no.
Love that. So, man, what's your name? James? Justin, how are you doing? You having fun at the event? Good. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, it was fun.
Man, they're so cool. I want Chad to do the best ever. I don't think I would, dude. Like, you're trying.
We wanted to shoot for top 25. We qualified the first week that did us. So we wanted to shoot for.
We're going to war. Need cars and guns.
Oh, I can handle that part.
Buckle up.
Hit him with the moonshine!
Rated PG-13.
If this mom made a phone plan, she'd only have to pay for the data she uses. Which is no data. Ever. Anymore. Pay only for the data you use with Google Fi. A phone plan by Google.
Good flip.
The official energy drink of esports. Get it now at efuel.com.
Chad, it's top 20 in. Wait, is it top 10 in duos get the extra money? What is it? I don't know in duos. Is it top 10? Shit. It might be fucked. They need to win a game. How many points do they have? 9? If they win a game, they could make top 10. Otherwise, they're fucked. They're still not in game. We should have ran another 3-minute Pirates, even though we haven't run a single one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world. Oh, let's see. Let's go to bad.
My name is Dr. Lupo, and I missed you dearly. Joining me on the desk for the final 2 matches, Courage JD. You know him, you love him, one of the best men in the industry. Oh, stop. I'm super excited to see what these final 2 games have in store. We've watched a ridiculous competition thus far. Honestly, it's been insane. I've had a chance to watch some of the plays, some of the shots from some of these players, the accuracy, the heads-up gameplay. Jack, it's insane. What do you think so far? It's insane, Dr. Lupo. It is great to hear your voice, and I am so excited to be casted in these final 2 games together for the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition. We are 2 games away from crowning our first ever Fortnite World Champions, who will win a combined $3 million US. That is a lot of money if you don't know how much US dollars is worth in the World Cup, as you know. But Ben, I'm so excited. It's insane. The $3 million for first place. That's not the only position on the leaderboard that takes home 7 figures. And to look at that leaderboard, we're going to throw it over to Sundown just to see where everybody stands thus far. Thank you
so much, Lupo and Courage, and what we have here is the current top 10 on the board. Now, we talked about this being the World Cup representation coming out in the top 20 from all of the regions in there. You can see NA currently sitting on top, but EU just behind them with representation. Mitro and Mongo, Rojo and Wolfies. And then during the break, we got to talk to Hype and Serpent, who have also made a great play. Let's not forget about our most recent victory royale out of Nyrox and Aqua, climbing them into the top 10. Now, what we want to take into account, 2 matches are left. The highest elim totals we've seen out of a pairing is 12. We've seen it twice. What we have seen on the victory royale end, we've seen a 9 elimination, but more commonly, it's right around 5 or 6. So what does that mean? We can expect about 2 of the winners to come out with 15 to 16 points. If you look at that top 10 right now, the spread is 17 points. With 2 games remaining, everyone who is on this board has the ability to challenge for the top spot to be the first ever Duos World Champion at the Fortnite World Cup. No one is out of it. The Chinese pair is just off the page as well. Anybody can make a play. 2 matches are left. Let's head back inside, back into the action. Lupo and Courage, take it away.
Let's go, Sap.
Thank you so much for your analysis of the board thus far. And you're right. Looking at the board, the limited spread between first and 10th, 17 points is incredibly close. But that's not even the beginning of it. You have to realize that across all 50 duos, just 2 games, these last 2 could push any duo all the way up into the top. That top 10 taking a crazy amount of prize at home, Jack.
It is a life-changing amount of money, to say the least. As you know, people watching from around the world, millions and millions tuning in today. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I want to hear from you right now. Tweet Dr. Lupo, myself, Fortnite. Which region will come out on top? Will NA remain up top? Will EU surge back? I heard some of the Asia, Oceanic, Brazil region still trying to push on through. I think NA is going to do it. I really do.
It's anybody's game, to be quite honest, but it's interesting to see trends from the qualifiers of previous weeks. You know, the 10 that we had leading up to this moment. Some of the names that were stars then.
What an interesting setup. That guy has to be so low or so high sense.
You know,
like no mouse room at all.
Late games, we had some of the highest.
Yeah, they got shitty skins, huh?
Final circles that we've ever seen. We've had a lot of aggressive gameplay.
Random skins, man. That shit's trash.
And that's not the end, Jack. We've got 2 games left, and Game 5 is ready to go, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, this crowd
Savage is a fucking dino. He
live
probably
here
feels
in the
so at home in that dumbass fucking
arena
male skin.
in New York City.
He's got the bizzle skin, dude.
Reign supreme. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game 5 is underway.
Last 2 games, boys.
Last 2 matches, Jack. We've seen some relatively contested, popular drop zones. I've been watching on Twitter, and a lot of people have discussed whether or not Loot Lake right now is one of the hottest drops in the game. You have a number of duos, high-powered duos that have dropped there consistently thus far. Do you think going into this Game 5 and 6, we're gonna see similarly contested early drops, or are people gonna change up the strategy with the amount of prizing going?
I think the thing that we've seen so far is the teams that stick to their strategy are the teams that are, staying out on top. It's why they're consistently placing safe, Sap and Safe, for example. Wouldn't be surprised to see teams stick to their normal game one more time. Again, as Sundown did a great job of highlighting, Dr. Lupo. One big performance.
All right.
To the victory royale. 22-point game. Way up.
Nyrox and Aqua are landing at my duo spot, I think.
Self-out yet. See our last match winners.
Good shit. Good spot.
Tested there. Nyrox dropping in, an early baller, very pivotal piece for late game survival. Going to farm up all the materials he can inside. Not going to smash too much of the outside until maybe the last second, just to prevent any reveal of his own position. Mask on that. Actually does see targets down below. A couple attempted shots. That scope AR accuracy at this level have to be very key if you're going to try and pick up an elimination that early. The scope might be exactly what Nyrox needs to establish yet another elimination to put himself higher on the leaderboard with his duo.
Remember, the scope, the assault rifle, a hit-hand weapon. You aim, you point, you shoot. If it's on him, it'll hit him. And these guys have pinpoint accuracy, as it's known. When you land on the southwest side of the map, if you don't land in an exact big area, it's a very, very scrappy start. It's a lot around getting a ball, rotating on through, and just trying to pick one chest here, one building here, and piece the things together. It's known how tough it can be, but Nyrox and Aqua currently on their way.
Oh, man.
Our focus.
I'm nervous, dude.
Here, you see Mongo and Mitro so many times have been contesting here with Clicks and Skeptic. Clicks and Skeptic so far pretty quiet.
My friends are the top 4 teams right now, dude. I hope one of them wins. I hope they hold their leads.
Going to be interesting to see who opts to take an early out. Maybe go for the ballers that spawn in that slipstream around the outside, or maybe get a little aggressive and push on another team that spawns in there. Potentially from an earlier game, though, Skeptic hopefully learned his lesson. You don't want to L the camera necessarily too early.
Yep.
Love to see the confidence, though. He's a very confident player, which does not surprise me. Extremely skilled, so that kind of gameplay you're going to see.
And the thing is, Mongrel and Mitro are fucking... They're taking half of Tilted when it's split between 3 teams. They're taking like more than half. They're somehow zoning the other 2 fucking teams off into fucking 2 buildings. How they take fucking 5 of them?
I think that sounds good to me. I think that, people wouldn't be confused at all. But maybe it's the start of a great legacy here at this arena. But right now, you begin to point out Mongo and Mitro landing here every single game. 4 teams, though, still in Neo Tilted. When will the battles begin? 97 players left. Every duo still represented.
Crazy powerful loadout. You saw he has 4 shadow bombs this early in the game. Those are incredibly powerful going in the late game, especially when you're attempting to avoid confrontation as much as possible until just the right moment. You can shadow bomb out of almost anything. Granted, the people that may see you rotate don't have pinpoint accuracy, which honestly is typically the case in a lobby like this.
Good lucky landing right now. 2 teams early here. This has been the case so far this game. Gustavox, Kate, and Wishy DP up against M11Z. Duo right there.
At this point, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they're just opting to do a little bit of a split here. Just watching the opponents move around down below. They don't necessarily have to push this yet. They do have a little bit of
They're
time.
out of zone. They got to shit load out.
Pressure is going to be applied before you know it.
They're fighting
loadout like this,
shit
no
loot.
shotgun in the inventory. They have the shockwaves to rotate if they need to, but those are oftentimes saved for late game if you can do it. It's an easy way to push through opponents' builds that are above you, as we've seen in previous matches countless times. Take the high ground without maybe being challenged. The only downside is you put yourself way out in the open. We did see a number of players get eliminated on the fly, literally, while shooting through the air from the shotguns. Love to see. Shots are behind Gustavox B. No shield remaining.
Wondering if Daedra and M1Z decide to push off this machine. Reveals that he does have that heavy sniper grenade coming on through. Quick little reaction right there to box up for a brief moment. But remember, when you get that shield broken, there is a unique animation and sound effect. So Daedra and M1Z, you know that Gustavox on top has no shield left, and that heavy sniper ripped through the wood right there. Good coordination to get some damage done on this player.
Holding that head in.
I think Mongrel and Mitro still have a really solid chance of winning the whole thing, guys. They haven't gotten a single late game. If they get one of those,
all 4 of these players,
it might be time for them.
That being said, Wishy the fly in right there, pushing up. This brick pig. Their way to maybe a little bit of side cover.
But also, Zay and Saf have gotten really shit loot their past few games. So like, based on RNG, they might get a good loadout off spawn and then have like really solid game again.
Out of lucky landing. Not sure if
I don't know.
It doesn't appear so right now. And all things considered, I don't think they need to, right? They can go back now, farm up this whole area, check for the certain spots that may have been missed.
Zay and Saf
And they get materials now.
are still sitting on pretty good loot right now.
Tetra and Eclipse currently building out up the players just below.
Skeptic duo underneath. A little bit of a split for Tetra and Eclipse. Hopefully does not come to bite them in the back. We'll see here in a second. Eclipse pushing up, trying to match position with Tetra. Shots on the baller. You don't want to see those things last too long. Nobody was in it. It was just rolling down the hill.
And this could be really useful for Ben because the players down low that are going to get by this airstrike, I believe it's Skeptic is only building with wood, and wood gets shredded on through it. Skeptic, because of that, now down to just 25 HP, and that might be the green light for this duo to push on forward. One player challenging up top. Eclipse has him trapped in the box. Does take a little bit more damage. It will be a build battle for height. Eclipse with a ton of materials, but look at the elimination feed. Tetra with the elim on the Skeptic, so it's a 2 versus 1. Clicks all by himself.
Even if there's a sacrifice in a 2v1, that 1v1 afterwards, the pickup, the revive your teammate might be the best play. We'll see here in a second. Above, not yet. Clicks all on his own, all by himself right there. Take just a second and heal up any chance you can get to get a little bit of HP.
So shit. These two teams just lost the game.
It just right next to them saying, and Tektra.
Let's just jump in between both of them.
All by himself, trying to force him to happen. There's no shot right there as he goes down. The day of struggles for Skeptic and Clicks continue. But the point I was going to make right there is now you're getting to the point. Tektra obviously still have some work to do. In that 2 versus 1, before another team can begin to push on in and try to steal that last elimination, they have to force the 2v1. Thankfully, Clicks doesn't form. They get the lead and win that fight as needed.
Well said. Above, oh my gosh, the heavy snipe to knock the pyramid and immediately capitalizing on Zap being exposed. They 1v2. No! That's a pick off there.
The fuck are these guys? And that's the second time we've seen that today. The player with the heavy sniper, they can see that the pyramid is being edited on through his feet. So they immediately call that out. They time the shot alongside AR shots, or that one I believe it was actually shotguns. And Zap is eliminated before he can even build a single wall. As right now it's Zane all by himself. Now moving towards the northeastern side of the map.
Potentially get him up.
Mech friend no longer there, but Nix just took a ton of damage. I believe he can snipe. I think he got sniped.
Did not quite a bit of healing though.
He's just gonna have to clutch up.
I can't find all of the big there. He's waiting for Campfire to finish. Pop that slip. Get back to 100. Meanwhile, Airwax and Meekop owning the top of the ship here. Stealing shots at anybody that rotates. That high ground advantage even early. Yeah, look at him a lot. Yep, a lot of the build fights and late game rotations are capitalized by players that have the high ground advantage. Even
Sean's died. Oh, he's died?
Sean goes down. Push on through and try and pick up the on some opponent. Puts it inside the box there. Does not wall out, picks up the materials.
Yep, card. I was going to say, I think that teammate was not. So it is a 1 versus 1 in this fight.
Can I keep Zane up on the other screen chat?
Absolutely, the health disadvantage. Aiden, like so easy.
We gotta keep an eye on them. He's playing his solo, and they're in first place.
Right here,
You gotta follow his story, dude.
Pushes on in, spraying. Unfortunately, not able to connect. Takes 44 damage right there. With a masterful fight so far. Aiden's health advantage now gone as they're about 15 HP between each other. But Aiden has the chug splashes, and Dr. Lupo, they show off just how good they are right there.
Stuck all the way up top, popping that med kit, trying to get back to 100 HP. Aiden and Quinn in a little standoff here, a back and forth on that proportions. Just a little pressure. You got up above, trying to watch that, holding that pyramid edit. Tries to catch himself up inside the pyramid by resetting.
He's getting good mats at least.
Don't
got shadows.
Aiden on controller.
It's gonna be a rough game for him, so.
Players we've ever seen. 101 HP remaining. He's inside the block spike. The combat or insane. And the top down view. Aiden can't quite get that pyramid edit. Gets caught in his own door.
I think he missed the edit out, didn't build quite a building door, and Quick takes it back in time to grab the regional card. So Ian and Sean go down quite early in game number 5. 74 players remaining. Storm Surge still currently in play. Tate Zap far above it. 385 damage above. Shouldn't really have to worry about that too much. As Tate's in another surge right here. Dr. Lupo not deciding to get chug splashes to get that health up.
Interesting note here. You see Zane taking single swings at the wall that he doesn't own. He's attempting to bait the player stopping heal. He wants him to disengage from that basic force fight. He doesn't want them to get any of that HP.
He got to get the floor shield. And he already had that wall!
Nice!
Goes down, one angle, stop him there.
And that right there is Zane baiting his opponent and making that exact move. What you just saw was why Zane has remained one of the best players in competitive Fortnite from the very early days.
Oh my god, he got 6 impulses! Yes! That is so good. You can solo rotate for days.
Forced the wall he already replaced. And once he did that, once the player ran and thought he was
You gotta be careful
safe,
because
he got caught up and it's his own wall that he placed earlier. Gets the free elimination. players that played Fortnite. That's the reason they won that first game. What you gonna do here? Shadow into an impulse? I would shadow, ride the wall. So he needs to shadow to the mountain and ride that mountain, the one where the ball is spawned. That's what he should do. I'll pull up this